live from the Spiro Clinic for the second of 3 bell readings today. Josh, I want to say that you are one of the most positive people that have ever come through here. I think day one, I said, hey, just know not everybody gets better. And you're like, well, I'm going to get better. So I'm not going to argue with you. And you did. So I'm going to give the floor to you and talk a little bit about how long you were sick for with CRPS.
Well, I went for 4 years. I actually had my hand crushed in a machine at work. And everything, surgery and everything was fine until after I started doing the therapy. And that just kind of messed everything up. And so for 4 years, every surgery I would have, I had 4 different surgeries, and every one that would have would just spread it to a different spot. So, doctors didn't know what was going on. So whenever you're dealing with this and you're just trying to get better, you try everything you can. And it's amazing that how God worked for this to even be here, because I was not even set to be here because we'd never heard of it. And then our cousin found out and was like, you've got to go here. Just try this place. And I was like, all right. Well, then it just like one door after another. God just kept opening, because I wasn't supposed to be here until next week. Was whenever I was supposed to start.
I'm gonna get your wife. Oh, you're videoing. Get some emotional support, and we can also get your therapist up here.
It's amazing that I'm leaving the week before I was supposed to be here, and I have 0 pain.
Amen.
And you've been at 0 pain for how long?
A month. I told everyone of them back there, I was like, I'm gonna try not to cry. Yeah. But you guys are amazing.
I think the one thing we take away from this is, and just for everybody here, a verse that the Lord spoke through our 4-year-old in one of the darkest hours that I'll never forget. I remember being in the shower crying, saying, God, I don't understand why. I don't understand. There were just, and I'm sure with everybody here as a patient, it's not just CRPS. It's every part of your life that's affected, and people don't understand that. And it's just not one little thing. It's everything. With your house falls apart, and things just keep happening, and you're like, really, God? Why? Why more things if this is not bad enough? But I remember teaching Lakeland, our youngest, the verse that trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not rely on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will direct your paths. And I remember being in the shower crying, asking God, thinking I'd instilled that in her for her good. And she came in the bathroom without saying a word, and that was what she spoke 6 times over and over. She had no clue that I was in the shower asking, why, God, why? And He reminded me, I don't have to understand. I don't have to know the whys, but just trust. And so if you can do anything, it's just to trust and know that He loves you, and He's going to work it out somehow, and we don't know when. And that was our prayer. God, we know You can heal him. We don't know how or how long or why we have to suffer, but we're just thankful. And without the journey, we wouldn't have met everyone here, and we wouldn't have been where we are today, and we wouldn't have the testimony and the goodness to know that even in our darkest hour, He's faithful, and you can make it. It doesn't matter what's falling apart around you, you're gonna make it, and there's gonna be great things that come from it, and you're stronger, and you realize, where your strength comes from is from the Lord, and just to keep trusting.
The patients here will never know, how much just of a family. I love each and every one of you.
Okay. Don't cry.
Too late. Okay, so it's crazy to me to see him up here so emotional and soft in the best possible way, because every single day he came in, he was man up. I mean, from the very beginning, I was like, I'm not looking for you to hit 100 in week 1. And he goes, oh, we are. I was like, okay. And I mean, we're working on his hand, and I put pads on his forearm, and I'm like, we're at 30. He's like, oh, go to 100. And I'm like, what? He goes, no, we're doing it today. And I was like, okay. And that's how it was every single day. Was just anytime I'd give him a challenge, you'd be like, hey, let's just get to this today. And he's like, no, we're going to 100 today. And I was like, okay. And that's why it was so fast. Everything was so fast because he came in with this, like, on it, 100%, every single day, like, it doesn't matter, we're doing all of it today. And that's why it got so much better, so much quicker. And he was my very first one that I had from day one. That was mine. And it's just kind of humble. Even the fun stuff, like when Arkansas and Tennessee were playing ball, we could like make it fun in there and be like, hey, I bet you if Arkansas wins this, I'll wear a Razorback shirt. And you better believe I got a picture of him with the Razorback shirt. And then today, like even graduating, he got every single person a Tennessee mug just to put it all back to us, like, haha, this is me, you're gonna remember me forever. And I will 100% remember y'all forever.
Oh, it's like we're at a funeral. Are you ready to ring that bell, Josh? Did you want to say
I don't know if I
anything
can.
else? You can do it.
No, I just can't wait. Yeah. Wasn't supposed to do all that.
One of my favorites.
So much.
One of my favorites.